Hello, I'm Voidburger, and with me is my buddy Camok.
Hello.
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Oogie's Revenge.
Don't you wish your voice sounded like that?
It does!
So, we're playing this silly game that I like a lot. And it's not a Silent Hill game.
What?
We're both taking a break from Silent Hill right now because we've been doing too much Silent Hill.
I was told that this was Silent Hill.
It's scary. There's like skeletons in it.
Welcome to Halloween Town.
Welcome to the Let's Play!
Okay!
'Twas a long time ago, longer now than it seems, in a place that perhaps you've seen in your dreams.
Or in a claymation movie 12 years ago or something, 10 years ago?
Place in the holiday worlds of old.
At least it rhymes.
Now you've probably wondered where holidays come
Ooh, go to the Thanksgiving one. Go to the Thanksgiving one.
I'd say it's time you begun.
Oh man, they're just copying the entire movie. We're just gonna watch a CGI version of the entire movie.
I'm down.
It's a good movie though. I watched this movie so much when I was 12 or so. I still know all the words to it, and that is not an exaggeration. It actually got burned into my mind.
Sounds like me in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Another magnificent Halloween, Jack. This year's Halloween was the most horrible yet.
You asshole.
Did they get the original voice actors?
Yes, they did. They got a lot of the original voice actors. A good chunk of them.
Something's missing. There's got to be
And the ones that they didn't get, they got pretty decent replacements for. They sound pretty good. There's only one, maybe two voice actors that I hear and my skin just crawls because it doesn't feel right.
A new Halloween?
This is a good replacement. Finkelstein? Finkelstein?
After last year, we can't just
The doctor sounds exactly the same and it's not the same
be
guy.
inspired to do something different. We need new scares, new ideas, new discoveries.
New discoveries, eh? I think I have just the kind of thing you're talking about. I call it the soul robber.
Ew. It's Flubber.
Or it will come in handy.
Game is also a Flubber crossover.
Oh,
Give me your soul!
amazing.
Awkward.
Exactly, Doctor.
What's my line again? I don't remember.
I can imagine that line in the script.
Next year's Halloween.
Wheelchair noise.
Oh, Doctor,
Brr,
please
brr.
watch after things while I'm away.
Oh, now I'm certainly looking forward to next Halloween.
That was sarcasm!
Jack's leaving town.
Now we can bring back Oogie.
Yeah, how hard can it be?
Fucking dickbag kids.
The voice actor for that girl, I've heard her in, I want to say, everything?
You want to really say Rugrats.
Ah.
Because I believe that's the voice actress for Lil in Rugrats, and she's also the voice actress for Sally, and that drives me nuts because she sounds a little bit like Eric Foreman's mom from that 70s show.
This paper airplane makes me sad.
I hope this finds you, Jack, wherever you are.
She keeps saying Jack with a Y, like Jack. Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. Just flies to fucking Thanksgiving land, someplace that doesn't matter.
I don't want to tell these guys their jobs, but a glowy, sparkly paper airplane doesn't seem very Halloween-y.
Halloween, Halloween. I had to edit out a lot of load screens, by the way. This game is always loading. Not for very long, but it's always loading.
That's strange. The town's deserted.
There are no souls to rob. I like the perma-smug face he has.
His default face.
Oh! I don't believe we've met. I'm Jack. Jack Skeleton. Well, you're not from Halloween Town, are you?
How can you tell?
I don't know. Do they have a bad neighborhood somewhere in Halloween Town? Because where else would skeletons come from naturally?
Maybe they also have Hell Town.
So, this is how you fight. You do it all the time, and you have to listen to This Is Halloween all the time.
So, a soul robber is basically something that you use to just beat the shit out of everyone.
It's just a whip, sort of. It doesn't really rob souls. You just hit dudes with it.
Oh, okay. So a baseball bat can also be called a soul robber.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's just what they call dude hitters in Halloween Town. Soul robbers.
Man, you gotta upgrade your dude hitter.
I do. It's a piece of shit right now. It gets better later. Gotta grind.
Grind your dude hitter? Mm-hmm. I want these to be the actual names of the things, by the way.
Oh, did you want to hear the beginning of the Halloween song again? Because I sure did.
What was that?
Charging my thing. That's how you charge it, to do fancy stuff. Something crazy happens when I do this fancy thing. Alright, so that's normal. That's normal. That blue thing, I collect it, and this happens, and I can just do this for a long friggin' time.
Well, it is pretty fun to stand still and spin around in circles.
That does not normally happen. That's actually never ever happened to me before this exact moment. I couldn't believe it.
I thought...
The first 2 minutes of gameplay, and I do this crazy thing I've never even done before. I happen to gather a blue soul and wreck everybody. So Oogie's taken over town. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. While I was gone, those dickbag kids sewed Oogie back together. I don't know why, because if they didn't, the video game couldn't happen, I guess. And all these things had ghosts on them, and now they don't.
What happened while I was gone?
Look at my crotch!
What crotch?
Someone's inside.
And they're breaking my pottery!
Someone just phased into existence!
They do that a lot, actually, phasing into existence. So, gonna drink some nasty sewer water, because it's good for you. Good for your digestion. Got lots of bacteria in it, bifidus.
Delicious.
So I have a crystal bottle. What?
I like the menu sound. Whack!
Ka-chunk! But we can't use the crystal bottle filled with nasty sewer water because we're at full health right now. It's basically like a fairy in a bottle from Zelda, but it doesn't... When you die, you just die. You have to use it before you die. You can also collect blue souls and use them when you're fighting, and that makes your soul robber temporarily stronger.
I'm not making any more traps. Oh, Jack, it's you.
Now I can do the monster mash!
What happened while I was gone?
Lock, shock, and barrel sewed Oogie back together again.
Bugs, bags, and all.
I believe this is the original voice actor
Oogie is back.
for this guy.
Oh, he's a Matryoshka doll.
Dr. Finkelstein proposed a plan for the next Halloween. He said you wanted a dangerous Halloween. So we organized one to make you happy. He said if we didn't, you might
guy reminds me
never
of a
come
Muppet.
back.
He is Muppety, isn't he?
Do you think using ghosts and skeletons to hurt people is my idea of a good Halloween?
Well, you're kind of a fucked up guy.
Just wanted you to come back. We set up booby traps all over the place. But then hordes of ghosts and skeletons appeared.
Ghosts and skeletons in Halloween Town. How weird.
Soon it wasn't even safe to be on the streets.
This is a disaster. I've got to find the doctor.
Okay.
Jack, I want to help too. Let me record your story.
Well, so Mr. Hyde is our save point character.
Don't forget.
Save it now, or risk doing it again.
Get used to hearing that about 24 more times.
Hooray!
Ka-chunk!
Thwack!
Think, flunk, donk, ka-chunk.
I would have liked to been in the Foley room for this game.
Just dropping everything.
Just like a guy in like an empty toolbox.
So we have to go find the doctor, but it's closed off where he is, so we're gonna go into Town Hall instead.
Okay.
'Cause video games. We're not allowed there yet.
Wait, Halloween Town has a church?
It's a town hall.
Oh.
Huh? What's this?
I'm perpetually confused!
God, I love Oogie. He's great.
That was wonderful.
It's the original voice actor, too. It's Ken Page.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Chris Sarandon is the speaking voice of Jack. But the singing voice is a new guy. They couldn't get Danny Elfman, so they got this super patriotic guy named Steve Amerson, who sounds so much like him I didn't even know until the credits rolled. So this is how boss fights are.
You jiggle him to death.
Pretty much. You wah-ha him a lot, and you collect these musical notes while you're sing battling. And when you collect them all, you get to actually, like, hurt him for real. Like, his health bar is not really going down that much at all here. You have to do a special move with all these dinguses you're collecting.
Ocarina of Grime.
What's happening? Oh, this is his little special attack when he does the bridge.
I wish more games had musical boss fights.
Yeah, man.
Like Metal Gear Solid, why doesn't anyone like sing during their boss fights? Come on. Or Pyramid Head, come on now. Oh, I was kidding, holy crap!
No, yeah, this happens. There's dance battles.
Oh yeah.
You get combos and you get little exclamation points, which means you're surprising people with how good you are.
Awesome. Well, I'm
Hell yeah.
surprising. I'm surprised already, wow.
Getting exclamation marks all over your head. See, that's how you hurt him. If you fail at those, the boss fights take a long time because you can't do that big damage blow. And then the song starts all over again.
So this is like the second area, right?
Area?
Like
the first area, really.
first area? Alright. Huh. That's interesting.
I mean, we're still in the same place, really.
Well, I'm talking more about like, this is a kind of boss fight, and then, you know, they only had you like practice on a few dudes.
Yeah, but it's a super easy first boss fight.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks pretty easy.
If you played this on easy mode, he would have died after that first dance sequence. You only have to hit him once with the dance sequence and he dies. And I think on Nightmare mode, which is the mode above this, the hardest mode, I think you have to do it 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Now I have to wait a long time, even though my meter's full. I have to wait for this little singing part to be done.
You just have to pose for a little bit.
I have to do some fancy jumps. Ready?
No! Stop!
Let's dance! So they changed all the lyrics to the songs that are from the movie so that it would be more relevant to what's happening in the game. And that's kind of dumb, but what else were they gonna do with it, honestly? So they made little fanfiction lyrics about what was happening. But there is at least one original song in this, and it's actually fairly impressive in my opinion. I thought they did an alright job with it. Not as annoying as the Halloween song, so my standards are pretty low.
I don't mean to nitpick, but is Halloween known for dancing?
Beginner's luck, if you ask. Don't worry.
I guess all holidays you dance at,
Oh, cool.
if you want to.
Just do that thing while I twirl this thing.
Can't stop twirling, help!
Now I'm really surprised! What's going on?
That's just how his face looks.
He looks perpetually surprised.
He's just curious and friendly looking, amicable. That's how Henry Selick and the gang designed him. And Tim Burton.
Oh my. I'm a demon spawn, I forgot!
That's the Halloween holiday door. Now what in the world is that doing here?
So they're counting on you to know what the fuck that means. In the movie, he finds all these holiday doors on trees, and they lead to holiday lands. So we're collecting them for some reason, and I guess we'll find out why some other time.
Are we going to those places?
Maybe.
Clear time!
So you get ranked at the end. This is pretty much a Devil May Cry meets Paw Rapper the Raptor.
Ass.
Yeah.
Ass.
Ass. Ass.
Oh,
You're gonna like the stuff I got for the second episode too. Got another funny acronym. The first one is ass, and the second one you'll just have to tune in and find out what the second one is.
I went kind of nuts on ass, my bad.
So you can collect figures if you get over an A in your overall average for each chapter, and you can unlock stuff that way. Ooh. That's the first episode. What do you think?
Pretty fun.
That's a lie. You sound like you're lying.
No, it's cool. Makes me want to dance and get ass.